Hello everyone, welcome to the second video of week 9. In this video, we will be talking about the core principles of online collaborative learning. In the previous video, we learned that the online collaborative learning theory provides a model of learning in which students are encouraged and supported to work together, to create knowledge, to be creative, to reinvent and to invent, and to explore new ways of innovation. And by doing so, learners will be able to solve real-life problems rather than just recite what they think right answers may be. So join me as we delve into the three key phases of online collaborative learning. While we notice that online collaborative learning theory encourages learners to be active and engaged with the learning, it is not considered to be sufficient for learning or for knowledge construction. In this theory, the teacher plays a key role, not as a fellow learner, but as a link to the knowledge community and as a way to keep the learners connected. Learning is defined as a conceptual change and is key to knowledge building. Learning activity needs to be guided by some norms or principles to be able to create meaningful learning. Harasim, who developed the online learning theory, emphasizes the importance of three key phases of knowledge construction through discourse. The first one is idea generation or idea generating. The second part of the process or the online collaborative learning theory would be the idea organizing. And the third part would be intellectual convergence. What do these mean? In the following slides, I will delve into them. The idea generating phase is the phase where the work begins. It is the producing phase where learners are able to come together and brainstorm and collect knowledge from their experiences, from what they've seen, from what they know, from what they've read, where they're able to bring the ideas all together in the learning environment. So this is the phase where knowledge is taught off, where knowledge is recalled, where knowledge is brought to the table to enhance the learning community. So through discussion and arguments and constant deliberations, the idea organizing phase helps learners compare, sometimes analyze, to sort of evaluate or categorize the different ideas previously generated through the first stage, which is the idea generating stage. This is the stage when it comes to idea organizing. It is the stage where the learners will be able to make meaningful sense out of what was brought, to try to put everything together and to make sense of the different contents that each person was able to develop from either previous knowledge or previous experiences or whatever that may be. So this is the stage where everything is put together and is made to make some sense. So the first part has to do a lot with brainstorming. So now it is being categorized at this stage in an online learning environment. So this stage or this phase is called the intellectual convergence phase. In this phase of online collaborative learning, the aim here is to reach a level of intellectual understanding and consensus, which could include agreeing to disagree, because at this point, learners are expected to produce some sort of artifact or to construct a piece of work. It could be to put together an essay or a write-up or a research work or an assignment or anything along those lines, because learners have to make meaning of the knowledge that they have, and they're supposed to produce something through consensus and to construct a piece of work at the end. So it's this phase that sort of brings all the learning into a real life scenario. So one might say that this would be the end of the learning. Well, not necessarily, because then the whole process would begin to start start from the first phase and the second phase and then the last phase as described here. Harasim uses this image as shown here to describe the role of the teacher or the instructor in the process, because it is very critical that there is a moderator or an instructor. The first phase where inputs and experiences are, the second phase where something is made out of it, and then the last phase when everything is being put together. So this image illustrates that process. So here are some synthesis questions that you can go through to enhance your learning and your thoughts, and to help you answer some essential questions before our class.